Louisiana Beer Reviews, SanTan, SuperJack Imperial Hazy India Pale Ale. There's SuperJack out in the galaxy with a beer. I have a glass like that. Maybe I should use that one. 9.1% alcohol. Bitterness units. Forgot to recheck. I think it's like 45. It's not. I'm gonna have it down below. It's not. When I was looking at the when I was researching it, I was saying that's not high enough. It should be like 80 bitterness units. But I know they're trying to make it juicy, fruity. Like a lot. If I go to Walmart, any one of these super IPAs, 9.1, 9.5, they're gonna all be that way. Low IBUs, high alcohol. Oftentimes, clearly they're using wheat. So obvious, like with Tropical Beer Hug. Oh well, they're all in competition now to put out these super IPAs coming in around 9 to 9.5. Abita's doing it. Abita is doing it with the Alpha Gator, which is now up to 9. Hurtle through the cosmos with SuperJack Imperial Hazy IPA. This souped up juicy jack will astonish you with a body built by cashmere. I'm going to read it in alphabetical. Cashmere, hops, and mosaic that explode with a blast of sweet orange and tangy citrus flavors plus aromas. Alright, so they had it with mosaic first and cashmere. Alright, so there's a born on date, I think. Let's see. It says crafted on. It got kind of screwed up on the side there when it printed, but so it's going on 4 months old. A little old, but 9.1 in the can. Wasn't high IBUs anyway, so you're not looking at a lot of hop fade because there's not a lot of hop action to fade. So I don't think it's going to make much difference. My friend David will oftentimes say these things come across like a barley wine. I don't really see that a lot of times because the barley wines usually be around 90 IBUs. They'd just be super strong, syrupy, and high bitterness. I think they come across as an American strong ale, like a super high gravity American strong ale, but they definitely don't. We agree on the fact that, or on the opinion that they don't really come across as an India Pale Ale. You know, not a fact, an opinion. Okay, so a little yellowish off-white head, soapy bubbles at the top. The appearance is translucent, but you can't see through it. Lots of bubble action, and it looks like, yeah, I was trying to tell the little tiny bubbles from the, yeah, there's sediment. There's some powdery sediment there for sure. For sure. All right. So here we go. Morning time review. Cool morning. Breezy. Had a little cool front come through. Very nice here in May. Because May is when the heat sets in and it'll get very, very humid and very, very hot. But I'm able to have the windows open this morning. Low humidity, one of those nice, rare Louisiana days. Okay, this was sent to me by Mo in Arizona. Mo, thank you for this 12-pack. 4 different types of India IPAs, so-called. One of them, which I say was a true one. The other 3, not really, but they're at least strong ales and delicious. 3 out of 3 so far, so this should be 4 out of 4 delicious. I don't know what that 12-pack would cost. If I was looking for it, I can't look for it. We don't get it in Louisiana, but he sent it to me. Like I said, thanks, Mo. And I could look on Total Wine. I'm sure in Phoenix, Arizona, they've got locations that carry this. Probably every location in Arizona carries it. So this is from Chandler, Arizona. Phoenix, Tempe, Chandler. Southeast and southeast of that. Right along Interstate 10. Interstate 10 runs through this town, well, north of this town. I could just go over there, get on Interstate 10, head west, never get off, except for gasoline and restroom, and get off at the Chandler exit. There I am at the brewery. Or I could get on there and go east and get to the Anheuser-Busch Brewery in Jacksonville, Florida, where Interstate 10 terminates on the eastern side. Santa Monica, California on the western side, but one of the world's longest highways. Yeah, white bread, typical stuff, white bread, little resiny, but not to me like it should be, but my opinion is irrelevant. Ultimately, I mean, if the people want to buy it and it sells well, hey, well, if you enjoy it, buy it. Drink what you may as well drink what you enjoy, right? This company was founded in 2007. And one more thing, this is the first video review for this product in the world. I couldn't find any video reviews. Beer Advocate didn't even have enough check-ins to have a score, like 4 check-ins, crazy, right? Untapped had a few, not really that many, and maybe 1,000. I don't think it was that many. And yeah, it definitely wasn't that many. And they were scoring it though, but at a 77. Should be like an 87 on Beer Advocate. Sweet, 4 out of 5 sugar cubes. Bitter, 3 out of 5 hop cones. But at 9.1, it should be coming in at nearly 5 out of 5 hop cones, in my opinion. You could say you're living in the past. You're living in the past. Yeah, but like Jefferson Starship said, everything comes to life again. It's sort of like heavy body. Let's say just getting into heavy body. It's a little thick. The mouth feels thick. The body's heavy. It's got a cereal grain liquid thing going. It's not overly done like that. I mean, some of these is like the coagulated milk at the bottom of the cereal bowl with all the grain powder in it, which is you know, like you get with Cheerios. Not too pleasant. In a beer, even with the bowl of Cheerios, it'd be thick, you know, like a porridge almost. Cold porridge. Finish is semi-sweet. Semi-sweet. So it's got a little sweet finish. So you're going to say, oh, no, not a high-gravity malt liquor. Well, usually high-gravity malt liquors would be lagers. So they've been lagered for about 28 days in a lagering tank, stainless steel. But these might not be. The aging on these could be 2 days. And they're top fermented. Ale yeast in But even though some of those malt liquors, high gravity ones, will have a fruity component. And it may not be that pleasant, you know, like, oh, they can be bitey, chewy, sweet in not a good way. If you drink them too fast, they're almost like they won't come back up. They can be a little much, and they're not really that popular when you think about it. I mean, around here, yeah, we get. I'm thinking of the old English 800 high gravity 8%. I don't think they make it anymore. They don't. But we still can get Hurricane high gravity 8.1 here. Right there at Walmart. 25-ounce can, but I can't take it. It's too much. I used to buy that 12 packs before Hurricane Katrina in 2005. That's right when it came out. I started seeing that early that year, and I was like, $3.99 a 12 pack. I knew it was Anheuser-Busch. I said, let me buy it. And then that's when Hurricane disappeared from Louisiana, the regular 6%, which was so mild. It just went bye-bye. And then, but I can remember watching TV, be watching like the Braves game on TBS, Superstation, WTBS. So I'd be like sitting there, I'm not sipping out there. I always poured beer into a glass, always. But I'll be sipping on it, watching like the Diamondbacks at the Braves with the perfect game in 2004. Well, it couldn't have been with Hurricane High Gravity in 04, but you know what I'm saying, the Braves, whatever. Or the Cubs on WGN, or the White Sox. Or the Rangers on Fox Sports, on, it wasn't called Fox Sports Southwest back then, it was called, what was it, HSE, and then it became, I don't know, it's too complicated. But I remember sipping on it, thinking, man, this stuff is too chewy and strong. I don't like it. I like it, but I don't like it. Like, I like the flavor, but the whole feeling of it is, it's too much. So I stopped buying it, even before the hurricane, which is after which the price started to climb rapidly. For whatever reason. But this reminds me, the whole point of that long thing, this reminds me of that feeling, that chewy, hard to tolerate feeling. You say, but it's a quest for the ABV. That's what all these companies are doing. It's an alcohol war, you know, like gasoline or price war. In your neighborhood, they might all be competing, but the lowest, they'll go down a penny, then they'll go down a penny, they'll go down a penny. But with all of these, like I said, the beer hug, this, I guess, in Arizona, the Abita Alpha Gator now in play with that. There's a whole bunch of them, 9%ers out there, 9.5. I keep saying beer. What are the other ones? Oh yeah, of course. Voodoo Ranger got so many different ones at that knockout level. But that might appeal to some people. I'm not a consumer that's looking for that experience, like, oh yeah, I got loaded, and I don't care about that, so it just doesn't appeal to me, which is probably why I never buy them, aside from video reviews. But to buy one and just buy a 12-pack of the Voodoo Ranger Imperial, which I can buy 12 packs at Walmart, I would never do it. But I'd buy that Goose Island IPA all day. I'd buy that Lagunitas IPA all day. I'd buy the Two Hearted Ale, that's 7%, all day. Now those are beauties. And of course, we can't forget the legendary Torpedo Extra IPA. Those are perfect, 7, 6 to 7.5. So, do I take issue with this? I don't take issue with it, aside from what I just mentioned. I wouldn't buy them, but who cares? Like I said, it doesn't matter. Whatever you want to buy, do it. It's just not for me. I don't think they're good. They just, you said, well, you give them all an A. They're good in that sense of what they are, high gravity ale or so-called IPA. They're most excellent, but it's definitely a style that doesn't appeal to me. I'm just speaking on my own behalf, but is this done well? Yeah, it doesn't. Oh, and I heard they made Florida Man higher ABV. I heard that. Well, we don't get their beer. That company's beers are practically gone from Louisiana. They're out of the picture. Oh, and there's the Oscar Blues Double Dale. We can still get that here or there. Never here, but there. But this thing, it doesn't really taste like they have wheat in it. It's just like a lot of barley malt, and it's that burning barley malt. you can get these beers, they're so malty they'll burn. You know, you get that like I call it barley burn, which you would not get in the Hurricane High Gravity, by the way, because it's got enough corn and rice to offset that. He says filler. Yeah, it is, but it serves a purpose, like softens it up. And you know they're not gonna make a all malt version of that at Anheuser-Busch because they got that's why it's $1.98 or whatever it is over there. So do I like it? No, I don't like it. I don't want to drink it. I've got 2 cans left. I will drink them. I will not enjoy them. I will definitely not waste them. For me to waste a beer, it has to be an extraordinary circumstance. Like after the hurricane in 2012, Isaac, which was only a level 1, you know, category 1, but it hovered over this town for 24 hours, so it caused massive flooding in half the town. Thankfully, I'm in the high part of the town. But we had no electricity for days, and I tried to keep those Jaguar high gravity 8% malt liquors, 2 cans, and that boxer lager. I tried to keep them cold in the ice, but I just couldn't ever get them cold enough to tolerate. If I'd have had them with electricity, I could have put them in the freezer and choked them down. But I was like, oh, I can't do it. I just knew I can't do it. So I took the cans, 2 Jaguar. I bought them in Racine, Wisconsin. Poured it down a drain. Took the second can, poured it down a drain. Boxer, down a drain, down a drain. So that's so rare for me, you know. Or really unheard of. But it's happened over the last 14, 15 years. I did reviews before I ever did video reviews. I used to write them on Beer Advocate, Rate Beer, and the Beer and Me. The Beer and Me's gone. But so I drink a lot of beers, and I'll finish them even if I can't stand them. But there are limits beyond which I cannot be pushed. I can't take it. So I'm going to be able to tolerate this one, yeah, no problem. Well, no big problem. So if this is what you want in your life, go ahead. The Moon Juice was great. The Orange Little Alien was great. The Juicy Jack was great. The SuperJack, if you like this style, it's great. Okay, it's a 94. It's a 9.4 out of 10 for the style. I call it American Strong Ale. You want to call it IPA, go ahead. Doesn't really fit what that's supposed to be, but okay, whatever. I don't want to make enemies. Can you imagine? Some people are like that. Like if you don't agree on the beer, they want to be your enemy. Like, I don't like you now. You said that beer was bad, and I love it. And I'm telling. It's like, what is your major malfunction? We talking about a beverage, man. But anyway, you know, internet got those types. But it's a bad score for me, but I'm not scoring for me. I'm scoring for the world. So 94, 9.4 out of 10. If you want to do it, go for it. And I'm going to end this review by saying, y'all go to Chandler, Arizona. And now I would try it on draft, though. I got to admit, all the stuff I'm saying here, if I went to Chandler and went to the brewery, I would say, give that to me on draft. I would do it. And take a brewery tour.